I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I start like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. His first carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. It got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check it back, check it back. Check 4. You're out. Check 31.
They run with Hines. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Looking to throw. Love. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mike 58, right there. Crunch time, defense.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Trubisky, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play. This is Hines. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith running right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Hey, Team 6.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down carry for Smith. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Lock in.
A give to Smith out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's get it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Danny.
Hey, echo!
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pick it up. Motion.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Love steps away to his left. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Alert, 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 alert.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the edge. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch tight.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Line 36. Hey, tighten down. There you go. He's checking. Crash. Go.
Looking to throw. Love, flush to his right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Crunch.
From the gun, Love. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Don't get nervous. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
58, Mike. It's our time. This is our time, guys. This is our time.
Throwing on second down, Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Smith.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. A big third down play there for the Jags. 74 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Alert!
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Come on! 180!
Rip left.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Hines. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Love. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3 on the delay. Here's Hines. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on third down. Love. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. On fourth down, Love. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but they end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Watch the twist. Hatch it.
They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Jaguars 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Trubisky will throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check Mike. Hey, Charlie. Lock in, lock in.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Face. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Record.
Blue.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, 18.
58, boy, 58, it's Mike.
Alert.
We own them. Check. Fresno.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Jumper. Check 24.
Off the play fake. Love. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, deep, tighten up hard. Let's go, deep,
This is Hines. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Love. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Set.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. They come out here in the eye. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
57's Mike.
2nd and 4. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
High 7.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
58.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
58's the Mike. Watch the run.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Smith. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me.
On third down, Smith. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
You gonna take? You alert!
Here's Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's got room. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Trubisky now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Under 10. Check 52. Rush in.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
That's the way. Switch. Check 9. Watch twist. Lock it. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Mike 58, right there. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Alert. Lock in. Mike 27. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 27. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
One last shot for Trubisky. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. They juked him. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run again with Hines, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43. Tighten up.
From the gun, Love. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Come on, set. 30 pace, let's go. I'm coming for you. You might.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Check 31, check 30, 66. Fully high. Scene 6. 44, 44. Watch the slack, no.
Looking to throw. Love. Oh, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Ran, throw. Alert. Hey, Delta.
First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. The open man is Westbrook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Colts, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.